the UN General Assembly's 6th session opens in a tense atmosphere. The West's leaders, Dean Acheson and Britain's Anthony Eden, map a vigorous peace drive. But the Russians, Malik and VISHINSKY, reject the Allied disarmament plan. Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt and Warren Austin, chief U.S. delegate to the United Nations, and French Foreign Minister Schuman are here as the official host to the Assembly. French President AURIOL arrives. AURIOL startles the delegates by urging a Big Four meeting soon to avert a third world war. The Assembly's presidency goes to Mexico's Dr. Nervo. He'll preside as the West strives to deal with the East with words, not bombs. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. At a farewell press conference before flying back to his European defense assignment, General Dwight D. Eisenhower answers the questions of reporters. One reporter asks, "Have you talked to Senator Duff?"
I talked to him on the telephone. I think that, as you probably know, Senator Duff is a good friend of mine, and quite naturally, there are one or two subjects of some slight interest that we'd like to talk over.
Did Senator Duff talk to you about the Eisenhower for President Boom?
No, he didn't talk to me about that on the telephone. He says, but I didn't know it reached the proportions you called it a boom. Now, if I have friends that have been my friends so long that believe they know how I would act and react under given situations, that's their own business. And I have never attempted to interfere in any man in exercising his own privileges as an American citizen. But no one, after all, would need to speak for me in any case where I should speak for myself. I am supposed to be working for the people of the United States, and I don't ask each one of you. I recognize your responsibility to the press, and I don't ask each one of you, are you a Republican or a Democrat? And I might even have some interest in it, you know, particularly if I had any aspirations.
Ike leaves the conference and boards his plane. Destination, Paris. Is General Eisenhower a candidate for the Republican presidential nomination? Draw your own conclusion. In Washington, President Truman bids goodbye before flying to Key West for a long vacation. The president tells reporters before boarding his plane that there's not a word of truth in a New York Times report that he offered to back General Eisenhower for the Democratic nomination in 1952. At PANMUNJON, a scared 11-year-old youngster is turned over to a UN officer by his communist captors who had held him prisoner for 19 days as a spy. Strong protests by UN delegates at the truce talks led to little Kim Wan-Kayo's release. Now in friendly hands and safe once more, he receives food and a coat, which, though it may be big, is wonderfully warm. Back to his tiny village of Chosan goes Kim to be greeted by his father and sisters. Kim's mother, bearing a baby on her back, embraces him. The joy of these people running their hands over Kim and praying their thankfulness results in one of the most poignant motion picture records ever filmed.
Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles, Keith wears a Don Loper Cascade jersey coat with one-sided scarf and button detail in an all-wool California fashion show. Maruja sports a worsted suit by Irene with tapered skirt, fitted jacket, and black ascot. Maruja takes a look. No wool over her eyes. Adrian's lightweight worsted trouser suit, modeled by Pat, has a flyaway fitted jacket. It also has slits front and back, revealing a pair of striped trousers. Just right for vacations, the designer says. The costume, that is. I hope that flyaway jacket doesn't take Pat with it. Pat's back, thank goodness, in a pin-check dress with leg of mutton sleeves by Angovar, which proves that you can have an Angovar without a headache. The full skirt has unpressed pleats. Claudia wears Marusha's jersey dress. Now watch this. See? Greatcoats grow on trees.
Ever get tired of seeing pretty girls show off on water skis? Australia's Ray Layton did. Leaving faithful Rover behind, he decides to do something about it. He's going to ski so fast, with the help of an airplane, that the girls will go back to modeling fashions. So he hopes. With Ray disposed of, another champion of male supremacy takes over. This is Jack Murray, who scoots at 50 miles an hour over Sydney's Hen and Chicken Bay. Uh-oh, looks like Jack is going to lay an egg on his first try. Finally, Bill McLaughlin takes the skis. Bill skids over the bay at 70 miles an hour, at what he claims is a new world's water skiing record. That'll teach those Florida cuties. And what do you know? Only Rover was watching. Speak, Rover. At Los Angeles, the Rams meet the San Francisco 49ers. Bob Waterfield raises Ram hopes by stomping over center. Now it's a run by Vitamin Smith. Well fortified by B1, Smith makes a sprint to set up the first TD of the game. In the second quarter, the 49ers blast their way into Ramland. Joe Perry's got those Ram tacklers bulldozed as he slips down the field before a frantic crowd of 56,000 to even up the score. In the second half, the 49ers trail by 6 points, but bootlegging around left end, Frankie Albert ties it up 13-all. The Rams, who started out like lions, aren't going to finish like lambs. Bob Waterfield floats a long one right into the arms of Crazy Legs Hirsch. The Rams win 23-16.